Good evening to whoever you are from wherever you're watching from. My name's Josh. Thank you for stopping by. Tonight I'm sipping on the GOAT. That's Lagavulin 16-year-old. This is an Islay single malt Scotch whiskey, and it is of the peated variety, as most Islay single malts are. So, cheers. Man, there's just nothing quite like Lagavulin. So for this past week's weekly rotation, I'm really trying to reach for things that I don't usually wear, or that aren't considered like dumb reaches for me. And it has been pretty cold this past week. I mean, it was in the mid 20s in the mornings, getting up to maybe 40, 45 degrees in the afternoon. So pretty chilly. I was bundled up most of the day, and so for Monday I decided to go with what I consider is the best of the Contra clone fragrances, but it's Contra for You. This is a Stronger with You clone from Armani, and this is just this just the right touch of sweetness. It's not sickly sweet. It's the perfect amount of sweetness. Perfect. And it has this vanilla chestnut vibe that Stronger With You has, and it lasts a long time. When I started seeing these pop up, these clones, these $15 clones at Marshalls and TJ Maxx, I was expecting a very 2D experience of a 3D fragrance, but I can say that I was wrong in that assessment, in that these have depth, they have richness, they last a long time, they project well. This is just a beautiful scent bubble to have around you while you're working, and so it's just super cozy. I said just the right amount of sweetness. Yeah, it's really hard not to like this one, and it gets better as it goes. It gets better as it dries down. So for Monday, that was Contra for You. For Tuesday, I decided to bring out one that I don't wear that often, because it is really strong. It has a lot of power, but this is from Jacques Bogart. This is Bogart Pour Homme. So Bogart Pour Homme is this classic barbershop fragrance with this cherry pipe tobacco at the heart. So if you'll go with me for a second, imagine you're laid back in a barber's chair. The barber just took the hot towel off your face and is now applying shaving cream, and it is that nice, rich, slightly citrusy lavender smell that you associate with shaving cream. And he's lathering that on, and in the corner there's the old guy who is there most of the day talking to the barber, talking the shit, and he is smoking just your kind of generic drugstore pipe tobacco, like some Captain Black, and it's just this beautiful aromatic cherry pipe tobacco in the air while you're getting your face lathered with shaving cream. That's what this smells like to me, and it is magnificent. This is so slept on in this community. Most people don't talk about this. I think his name is Mr. Smelly, some numbers. He's the one who turned me on to this one, and thank you, because this is amazing. Like I said, it's the shaving cream, it is the pipe tobacco, it just puts you there. And so this is probably like $20-$30 online. Go pick it up, do yourself a favor. It's a little mature, but there's nothing wrong with that if you can handle it. So that's Jacques Bogart and Bogart Pour Homme. All right, so on to Wednesday. I decided to go with one that I also, once again, don't wear that often. Like I said at the start, I'm trying to wear things that I don't usually reach for. And this one is definitely a hard one to find the proper occasion for, because for me, with its brother, they're very unique and very niche, and that is from Anti-Tower. That is Lone Star Memories. So Lone Star Memories, its brother being Laird Desert Merrow Kangs. That's the only two I own. That's why I'm calling them brothers. But this, it has that Tower DNA. I think it's called Tower Odd, as people refer to it. And I don't know necessarily what that is, but when you smell them back to back, you can smell the similarities. But this, man, when you first spray it on, it's a little harsh. It's a lot because it almost has this like tobacco spit kind of vibe. But once it dries down, you get this beautiful soft leather supporting this like minty effervescent root beer, birch beer, that is rich and minty, super masculine. Like, this is not a unisex fragrance by any means, at least in my opinion, but beautiful nonetheless. Me rocking this thick mustache, I think it helps pull this off a little more. But yeah, absolutely love this fragrance. It's just, once again, harder to pull off. It's not just like a dumb reach like a Versace Pour Homme. But yeah, for Wednesday, that was Lone Star Memories by Anti-Tower. All right, so from Thursday through Sunday, I was at the beach. Me and a group of guys, we take an annual beach trip down to like Seaside, Florida. There on the Panhandle. It's in between like Destin and Panama City, and we camp out right off the beach and just have a weekend to kind of recharge, regenerate, just to get some needed away time, in guy time. And so for that, I decided to bring two fragrances, one for kind of the day, one for the night, and I wore these all weekend just because they're new to my collection, and I wanted to lock in some scent memories with these. And so both from the House of Xerjoff. For the day, I went with 40 Knots. Since I am beachside, I wanted something a little nautical, but it gets up around like 65 around this time of year. We could also get about as low as like 50, 55. So a little chilly. So I wanted something slightly aquatic, but with some depth and with a little bit of power. So 40 Knots in the daytime, and in the nighttime, the ever so beautiful Naxos. 40 Knots is like that aquatic amber. For me, when it really starts to dry down, it smells like an aquatic version of Tobacco Vanille from Tom Ford. That's what I get from it. And then with Naxos, this is probably one of the more realistic honey notes. This is honey, tobacco, with this like nice citrus up top. A lot of depth, a lot of beauty. Just a stunning fragrance in my opinion. I'm a sucker for tobacco fragrances. Gets compared to Pure Havane some, and I could see that definitely, because that's one of my all-time. That's in my probably top 5 fragrances of all time for me. And this is just like a more upscale version of that. If Pure Havane is kind of a casual, this is dressed up. This is suit and tie. And so yeah, so I wore these two once again Thursday. We left on Thursday and I came back on Sunday. And so yeah, that was my weekly rotation, guys. I hope you all have a Merry Christmas. And yeah, like I said before in one of my other videos, I know the holidays aren't always just great for everybody. People have lots of times get sad around the holidays, and I get that, I understand that, and sometimes going home to the family isn't the best thing, or if you don't have a family to go home to. So my thoughts are with you guys as well. But anyways, guys, have a good one.